connected to this project. When I was still working as a corper, I was serving, and before that, I was really in debt. I was owing so much because the income I was earning then was just 25,000 naira. I moved from being a broke corper, I became an Amazon ambassador, I became an elite global ambassador, and guess what? I through this amazing opportunity, I've been able to travel around the world, different places in the world, over 4 places in the world.
I'd like to welcome everyone to this wonderful section. And before we get started, please, I'd like you to go over to the chat handle. You type in your name, your reservation number, and your location. Do that now. I want you to go over to the chat handle, quickly type in your name, your reservation number, and your location. All right? We're doing that for registration purpose. Type in your name, your reservation number, and your location. Do that now. I just need one response so we can get started. Your name, your reservation number, a message was sent to you, and that message carries a reservation number. All right, it starts with 381. So you type that in, and also your location for registration purpose. So do that immediately. Do that immediately. All right, do that immediately. All right, so let's get started. Let's get started. All right, my name is Engineer Moses, and once again, I'd like to welcome you to this section. And so we proceed. I want you to make sure you don't have any. All right, make sure you don't have phone on silent. Any other thing you're doing, you can keep it aside so you can have value for your time. All right, you can have value for your time. All right, so my name is Engineer Moses. I studied electrical electronics engineering at Federal University of Ekiti, and I'm also into low voltage systems and solar installation automation generally. All right, and it's a great organization, and I'm an enterprise. Easy because I had my dad working with the civil service. Right, he was working at the Federal Ministry of Aviation as an auditor in charge, and I came out from a humble background, son of the family, right? And while I was in school, my dad retired. Sisters and an elder sister, all right? And those 2 younger sisters were also with me in school. I had one at Federal University of Ekiti studying computer science, and University of Abuja studying philosophy. All right, when my dad retired, some responsibilities because he couldn't keep up with. At that point, it dawned on me that I needed to start taking some responsibilities I wasn't even prepared for. All right, so I got into a lot of things. I got into in school. I got into making of snacks because I learned that from my mom. She makes snacks, and I got into making of peanuts and selling in the department. I got into different online businesses that took my money while I was trying to look for money. All right. So at some point in my life, I felt so devastated. I felt like, is this how this will continue? At some point, I even almost committed suicide, if not for the saving grace of a friend of mine. All right. And you agree with me that electrical electronics engineering is a very, very competitive course. While I was trying to sort all this out, I also had to level up with school. If not, I'll be left behind. All right. So I felt so devastated at some point. I was thinking, is this how my life wants to continue? Is this how I want to keep living my life? And that was when I got a saving grace text message. I'll call it me recommending me to an NGO. And the kind of person I am, I really wanted to make money. I'm so this kind of inquisitive person. So I decided to get to see what it's all about. And luckily for me, I discovered that I was sitting in a gold mine. I was sitting on a gold mine, all right? And that day, the presenter said that there's going to be a selection process, and anybody who is lucky would be selected that day. And luckily for me, I was selected. Luckily for me, I was selected. And it wasn't everybody that was selected, just very, very few persons. And a lot of things started ever since then. All all right? I'm not where I really want to be yet, but courtesy of this organization, I'm not where I used to be. And I'm ready to share every experience with you. And I want you to follow me very, very closely, all right? So that you can gain value for your time, all right? So Abraham Lincoln said that the best way to predict the future is what? Is to create it. Before you can do anything at all in life, the first thing you need to do is what? Think about it, right? You think about it. Let's say, for instance, you want to open a shop. You think about it, the budget you need, where you want to position this shop and everything. And gradually you bring it to realization. That is the best way to predict the future, all right? So now, before we continue, I want to ask you these questions, and I want you to answer those questions like within your question is, are you satisfied with your current financial state? Can your current income source take care of all your financial needs as we speak? Do you have a savings worth up to 100 million naira as we speak? So if you don't fall into any of this category, then it's time for you to pay attention and get the details of every single thing. All right, so who are we? We are Century 21 Freedom Group International, a group of creative and forward-thinking individuals from different fields of endeavors across the globe working together to achieve a common goal. And we provide you the system, the structure, and the support, all right? And we have a common goal. I'm sure you agree with me that we have a common goal. And what is our common goal? Financial freedom, time freedom, and health freedom. Now, we all need these three amenities to have a balanced life. I'm sure you agree with me. We all need these three amenities to have a balanced life. Let's say, for instance, I have financial freedom and I don't have health freedom. What happens? I have to use my money, my finances to sort out my health. And I can't have a balanced freedom and health freedom. I don't have time freedom. What happens? I won't have time I'll be stopped. I won't have time to do the necessary things I'm supposed to do. I won't have that time for my family also, all right? So we need all this. So how can we achieve all this? How can we achieve all this? So the vision of our organization is to raise a financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will use their resources and affect the world positively. And the mission is to raise 50,000 monthly millionaires in the connected economy and usher in the next generation world changers. An organization without a mission and a vision can never stand, all right? So we have a mission and a vision, and we are duly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission, and we pay our tax duly. This was when we started in 2016. I'm sure you can count the number of persons here, right? Yes, I'm not even sure they are up to 50. And this is us now in 2022 and 2023. Now you can see the number of persons, you can see the level of growth at this event. And we usually do this every single year, all right? We usually do this every single year, all right? And during this event, we launched a project called the Economy Designer Project, which is the ED 3.0 project, all right? So because of time, I'm not going to be playing this for you. So my candid advice is to what? To open up your mind. I keep saying that, open your mind, get to assimilate every information I have for you, because if you are not open-minded, then there's no point being here. There's no point at all listening to me, all right? There's no point listening to me. Now, I've been tougher to say that the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. I'm sure you agree with me that virtually everybody can read and write in this generation. Almost everybody. Just very few people you see that they cannot read and write, right? But there are many people that cannot unlearn the former ways of doing things and learn the new ways of doing things. And those set of persons are categorized as what? The illiterates of the... I'm sure you are not among them. I'm sure you are not among them. So we believe so much in financial stability. We help our partners to change their financial stability. We help our partners to change their finances and also to change their lifestyle from something like this to a more comfortable lifestyle. All right, and this is one of our partners. And we also help our partners to change their mobility from Tokumbo to a brand new. All right, and not only that, we also help our children to change their style of education from the local style of education to a more comfortable style of education. All right, I'm sure everybody will want to have their children having a comfortable style of education, right? Yes, and we don't only just make the money. We don't only just make the money, we also give back to the society, whether you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, whatever religion you are, all right, we also give back. And that is the reason why we usually do the Feed the Family project every single December, every single year, December, all right? And we did this during the lockdown in 2020. This was shown live on NTA, all right? It was shown live on NTA. Most people earn less than they spend. Is that true? Yes. Most people earn less than they spend, and responsibilities keep increasing while income remains constant. Yes, that is true. Somebody that is earning 50,000 naira in last 2 years, definitely, and the person is buying rice worth 10,000 naira. I'm sure if he goes to the market today, that same rice, the amount of rice has doubled. Some of them has even tripled. All right. So responsibilities keep increasing while our income remains constant. And bank hardly give loans. Yes, bank hardly give loans. All right. And our time is running out. We don't have time. We don't have time. While we are trying to sort things out, while we are trying to struggle and make things normal, we don't have time. We keep running out of time. So what is the solution? What is the solution? Now you can see this man here, right? You can see this man here. He's actually doing something actively. He's doing something actively. But if you notice something, he's doing that active work in just one position. All right. And this is the ideology of someone who has a job. Now, this man does not have control of his time. All right. He works very hard, but not going far. Yes, he will keep working. He'll wake up early in the morning and off to work and back, and he'll keep doing this repeatedly. But it's just in that same position. All right. And his boss does not care about him. That's the truth. I was in this position. After school, I had to look for a job that is in line with my cost of electrical electronics, right? I just had to pick up anyone that is available. And that job that was available then was a sales job, all right? And my boss said, apart from our salary, we were being paid 30,000. And I was the sales director then. So he said, apart from our salary, he's going to be paying us 5% commission of any amount of sales we make per day, all right? And that fateful day, I made a sale worth 4 million naira. And 5% of 4 million naira is supposed to be how much? 200,000 naira. Can someone guess how much my boss paid me? I need someone to guess in the comment section. I need someone to guess how much my boss paid me. I was supposed to earn, okay, somebody said 5K. Wow, somebody said 50K. Okay, who else can guess? Who else can guess? I think, okay. All right, my boss paid me 5,000 naira. Somebody is actually correct. Which I was supposed to collect, I was supposed to be paid how much? 200,000 naira. So this is to show that your boss does not really care about you. He just cares so much about you to be able to execute that job that he wants you to execute. All right? That is how much your boss cares about you. And the salary is never enough. No matter how much you are earning, no matter how much you are earning, the responsibilities will keep increasing. So what is the solution? What is the solution? Because we all need a solution. Now look at this. This is Mr. Salary. We have a lot of things tied around it. We have school fees. We have house rent. We have transportation, utility bill, a whole lot of things tied up around it. So what other plan do you have? What is the solution? All right. What is the solution? Now, this is the cash flow quadrant. Every single person that makes money falls into this cash flow quadrant. You have the right-hand side and the left-hand side. Now, you can see on the left-hand side of this cash flow quadrant, you can see the employee and the self-employed, right? Now, the employees are those set of persons that trade their time for money, all right? And these guys, they always run off to work and they are back, and at the end of the month, they get their money, and they do this repeatedly, all right? And we also have the self-employed. The self-employed are those who also trade their time for money, but they have a system running for them, just like someone that has a shop in a big market, right? But that person, if he doesn't stay in that shop for a day, he doesn't make money. Am I right? Yes, he doesn't make money. And we have 95% of persons in Nigeria and also many parts of the world in this quadrant. All right. And we also have the other side of the quadrant, which is the right side of the quadrant. We have the business owners and the investors. Now, the business owners are those set of persons having a system running for them. They have a business. Now, for you to be a business owner, you must have at least 500 persons working under you. If you don't have up to 500 persons working under you, you are still a self-employed. All right. Now, the likes of Dangote, those guys already have a system running for them. I'm sure you know about Dangote, right? Even if he doesn't go to work 2 days, if he doesn't go to work 1 month or 1 year, his system will still be running for him, right? Now, we also have the investors. The investors are those set of persons that trade their money for money, All right. Now they have this set of persons have a whole lot of money. So they are not scared of losing because they know they will always win. Now we have 5% of persons, of Nigerians and many persons around the world earning 95% of the wealth in this right side of the quadrant. Now, what is our aim? Our aim is to move the persons in the left-hand side to the right-hand side of the quadrant. All right, that is our goal. Now, before we continue, we'll quickly play a game, and I want everyone to participate in this game. Let's say, for instance, we decided to pay you. You're going to be working for us for 1 month, and we decided to pay you for that 1 month. Now, we're going to be paying you in 2 different ways. After 1 month, that is after 31 days, we either pay you 3 million or 2 kobo that duplicates in value. All right. Now, let me explain this 2 kobo part. Today, we save 2 kobo for you. The next day, we add another 2 kobo, making it what? 4 kobo. The third day, we add what? 4 kobo, making it what? 8 kobo. The fourth day, we add what? 8 kobo, making it 16. And that is how it goes, right? Now, whatever this amount to at the end of the month is what we are going to pay you. So now, which of these payment method would you prefer? I need a comment. I need an answer from the comment section, please. Which of these payment method would you prefer? Would you prefer the 3 million outright payment or the 2 kobo that duplicates in value? I just need one response and we proceed. All right. Which of these payment method would you prefer? I need a comment. Okay. Somebody said 3 million. Okay. Chocolate said 3 million. Technospark 7 said 2 kobo that duplicates in value. All right. Now let's continue. Now, for those that are going for 3 million, you already know that your 3 million is your 3 million, right? Now, let's see what these 2 kobo duplicates to. Let's see what these 2 kobo duplicates to. I want you to follow me closely. Now, on day 15, you are still earning, for the 2 kobo persons, you are still earning 227 naira. I hope you still want to remain there, right? And on the day 23, you are still earning 83,886 naira. Why the other person is going away with what? 3 million naira. Do you still want to remain there? Do you still want to remain there? Okay, somebody said 2 kobo. Now, on day 31, can you see this? This is 21,474,836 naira. How is this possible? How is this possible? Now, if you pick up your calculator and calculate it from day 1 to day 30, you are definitely going to arrive at 21 million and the likes, right? Why is that? This is a duplicating system. You can take out 3 millions from this amount of money because this is a duplicating system. So anything that has the potential to duplicate in value, never ever joke with it. Never joke with it. This is how the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer because they don't have this information, right? It's only the rich that have this information. So you have to plug into anything that has the power to duplicate. Now, Robert Kiyosaki said that the real reason that most people struggle financially is that what? They learn to work hard for their money, but they never learn the principles and seasons of wealth creation. Yes, we work very hard in Nigeria. I'm sure you agree with me. But a lot of persons don't know the principles and seasons of wealth creation. Now, let me give you a practical example. Let's say, for instance, we are currently in the rainy season, right? Yes, in rainy season, there's a time we can plant yam. In rainy season, there's a time we can plant maize. In rainy season, there's also a time we can plant watermelon and granite. Why is it that inside that same rainy season, there are particular times you can plant some particular crops? Why? Because if we don't plant at that particular time, we might not get the yields we actually want to get, right? That is the principle of farming. Now, it is also applied in the principles of making money. If you don't know the principles, you discover that you keep working so hard and some other persons are working smart and they are making the money. So what are these principles? What are these principles? Number one is decision making. Now, let me shock you. Do you know that the decision you made last week, last month, last year is what you are currently experiencing now? And the decision you are going to make now is definitely what you experience in the next 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years to come. Everybody, nobody can escape this. Whether you like it or not, your decision makes or breaks you. All right? So your decision is one of your wealth creation principles. All right? Now, number two is what? Cutting down liabilities. What are liabilities? Liabilities are those things that take money out of your pocket. Let's say, for instance, you go for shopping. All right? Definitely you buy 1 or 2 things. Those are liabilities. So now you tend to cut out some things that are not necessary out of those liabilities. All right? And number three is what? Acquiring assets. What are assets? Assets are those things that bring money into your pocket. Let's say, for instance, you have about 3 to 4 shops and you put it out for lease. And at the end of the year, you are collecting what? Annual returns. That is an asset. All right. We have many other examples. And number 4 is what? Leveraging through a duplicating system. You leverage through a duplicating system. Now, anybody can create a duplicating system. But before you can create a duplicating system, you need a whole lot of money to do that. So, but for you to be able, if you don't have that money, you can actually leverage in an already existing system. All right. That is another principle to wealth creation. Please, I want you to take note of all this. Take note of all this because you can actually apply this and you get exactly the same result that those wealthy persons are getting. All right. Now, this is an example. This is Obafemi Awolowo. I'm sure many of us know him, right? When he was the then prime minister, Coca-Cola came to Nigeria and they asked him, we want to establish in your country. How do you want us to pay you? And he said, I want one naira from every single bottle of Coca-Cola being consumed in Nigeria. And that deal was already signed. And as soon as it was signed, that year, they didn't even make any sales. They make very, very few sales, right? Now, we currently have about 170 million bottles of Coca-Cola being consumed in Nigeria. Now, this man makes an estimate of 170 million naira every single year, or every single day, sorry. Every single day. And he's a dead man. He's not even alive. That means his children are still enjoying from this wealth. That is a duplicating system. That is a leverage system. All right. We have another example, Olusegun Obasanjo. When he was the then president, MTN came to Nigeria to establish. And what did he say? He said, for you to be able to establish, I want 1 naira from every single subscriber of MTN in Nigeria. And currently we have about 70 million subscribers in Nigeria. Many of us here have MTN SIM, right? That means your Olusegun Obasanjo is still enjoying from your subscription. All right, that is a duplicating system. The secret of great wealth has always been the power of leverage. All right, for you to be able to leverage, you need to understand what the times and seasons. You agree with me that our economy has changed. It has changed from the agricultural sector down to the connected economy. All right, now we have the industrial economy in the 1880s. And in the 1980, we had what? The computer economy, where if you are not a computer literate, you can't get a job, right? And now, in the 1990s, we have what? The internet revolution, where we had cyber cafes everywhere. Those guys were the richest set of persons then. And in the 2010, we had what? The information revolution, where we have what? Information at the tip of our fingers. Something is happening in Lagos, and somebody posted on live, let's say live on Facebook. Somebody in Abuja can be watching that live video as it's happening right at that time. And that is the information revolution, all right? And we are currently in the connected revolution. I'm going to be expatiating more on this connected revolution. I want you to follow me very, very closely, all right? And in 2040, it's predicted that we'll be moving towards the artificial intelligence revolution. Now, this is already happening, the artificial intelligence. You notice this car here, this white car. This car is self-driven, it's driving on its own. Nobody is driving it. Nobody is in it, all right? It's driving on its own. And everybody will be surprised, how come is it driving on its own? Everybody, you can see that. Everybody is looking inside the car. How is it driving on its own? That is the artificial intelligence revolution. Very soon, we'll have cars that don't have drivers. So those drivers, what will they be doing? What will they be doing? All right? What will they be doing? Okay. Sorry. I think I'm having issues with my slide. Okay. So those drivers, what will they be doing at that time? Though most of them will lose their job, definitely. Most of them will lose their job. All right? Most of them will lose their job. And that is how the artificial intelligence keep taking over every single thing. Very soon, we'll have robots taking over the job of human beings in the offices like this. All right. Now, study claims that robots could take over 20 million jobs by 2030. So ask yourself today, what is your plan B? What other plans do you have apart from the job you are doing, apart from that business that is just helping you to just survive? What other plans do you have? All right. Now, Bill Gates says that the secret to success in business is in dictating where the world will go and getting there first. Yes, he's one of the richest in the whole world because he knew where the world was going to. All right. Now, I told you I'm going to be dwelling on the connected economy. Now, who is a connector? A connector is someone who communicates value by helping people convert their social capital into financial capital using a leverage system. All right, please, I want you to take note of that leverage system there. Take note of the leverage system. Now, let me give you examples of connectors. We have different types of connectors. We have connectors from person to person, right? Now, an example of that is Mark Zuckerberg. This man has a system that connects people globally, but he doesn't have offices. He doesn't even have an office in Nigeria, all right? And he connects and he makes so much money. He's one of the world richest, right? Now, we also have another example, connecting from persons to services. An example of that is Uber. Travis Cagney, this man does not have a taxi, a single taxi, but he connects, what does he do? He connects what? Drivers to passengers, and he makes his money, and he's one of the richest in the whole world, right? Now, we have another example, connecting from product to person. Yes, an example of that is what? Jumia. These guys, they are one of the best in Africa, right? What do? They connect buyers to sellers, and they don't have a single shop, right? They don't have a single product that they sell. That is the connected economy. Now, I'll give you the difference between those that are operating in the connected economy and the industrial economy. Now, you can see this man here, Frank Nenji. He's the CEO of ABC Transport, right? And I'm sure you know ABC Transport. We have many buses almost everywhere in Nigeria, running every single day, right? And Travis Cagney is the CEO of what? Uber. He does not have a single taxi. You can see the difference here. This man is, Frank Nenji is what? He's 58 years of age. And Travis Cagney is 43 years of age. Now you can see the difference in their net worth. Travis Cagney's net worth is $2.9 billion, while Frank Nenji's net worth is what? $16 million. And who works more? The guy working in the connected economy, right? And who makes more money? The guy working in the industrial economy works more, and the guy who makes more money is the one working in the connected economy. All right. Now we have another example here. Dangote, Aliko Dangote. He's 66 years of age, and his net worth is about 13.6 billion US dollars. Right. I'm sure you know what he does. He's into a whole lot of things, and he's in Nigeria. He's one of the richest in Africa. Now, this is Mark Zuckerberg, right? He's 38 years of age, and his net worth is about $74.1 billion. Now, Mark Zuckerberg was born when? In 1984. And Aliko Dangote started business in 1977. Now, what is the difference? That means Aliko Dangote started business even before Mark Zuckerberg was born. Can you see that? And can you see the level of achievement this guy has made? That's Mark Zuckerberg in the connected economy just within a very short period of time. That is the power of the connected economy. Now, do you notice that all the people operating in the connected economy are younger and richer than the people operating in the industrial economy? Yes. Yes. They are all younger and richer. And that is how it will continue to be. All right?
Hustle is not what makes you rich. You look at every single person, every single rich person that I know, they hustle, yes, they still hustle, which is fine. But their definition of hustle is very different from your definition of hustle. Your hustle just work. What I will tell you what makes people rich is not the word hustle. What makes people rich is the word leverage. Look at every single rich person has leverage. What is leverage? Other people's time, other people's money, other people's resources. They have a team. They have money making them money. They have advisors. They have technology. They have something. They leverage other people's blank, other people's talents, other people's resources, other people's time, other people's intelligence. That's what makes you rich. The key word is not hustle, it's leverage.
Other people's money. And that is how these guys get rich every single day. All right. Now, this man said, I'd rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than earn 100% of my efforts. This man is a very old man. Then I'm not even sure that he knows whether the connected economy is going to be coming or not, right? But he already knew the secrets of leverage. He already knew the secrets of leverage. Now, I'm going to be introducing you to the #1 financial system that rewards connectors heavily, all right? I want you to follow me very, very closely, all right? Now, how do you become a connector? I've been giving you examples of connectors and how they are making their money within a very short period of time in the connected economy. So you can also leverage in that. So how do you become a connector, you as a person? How do you become a connector? By activating your profit centers. All right. You get started with any portfolio here. All right. From the Access Pack down to the Megaverse Jet Pack. All right. Now we train and we mentor people on how to use the ED 3.0 system to connect people globally to their daily consumables and earn bonuses for life without convincing them yourself. Mark that word. Without convincing them yourself. All right. I'm sure you know that Facebook did not convince you before you had a Facebook account. Yes. So you can do that same thing. You connect persons and you don't need to convince them, and you earn money and you earn bonuses for life. All right. Now, these are daily consumables. Let me give an example. This close-up you are seeing here, this toothpaste you are seeing here. I'm very, very sure right from childhood we have been using toothpaste to brush our teeth, right? And we don't get paid. I'm not even sure the company knows whether we are buying their product or not, right? But in the connected economy, you can actually use this same product and get paid using it. And you connect your social capital without convincing them yourself, and you earn bonuses for life. How do you do that? How do you do that? Please follow me very closely. Now, this toothpaste has what? Antibacterial properties, prevents bad breath, and repairs the gum of the oral cavity. It is 100% natural. All right. Now, we also have something here, which is called the My Choco. Now, the My Choco has what we call what? DHA. And DHA is found in the breast milk of a mother, a breastfeeding mother, right? What does DHA do? DHA helps to enhance the brain of that child. Now, as we grow older, our brain begins to retard a little, like it begins to weaken a little, right? Now, we still need that DHA to help our brain, to help our retentive memory. And we can't go back to our mother to go and take our mother's breast milk, right? So, but we need it. And how do we get it? From products like this. All right, so instead of taking the normal chocolates that you take every single day, you can use this and you help with your brain memory and you connect your social capitals without convincing them, and you earn bonuses for life. All right, now we also have the coffee. All right, we have the cappuccino coffee, we have the original and the latte. Now, this coffee has what we call alkaline. Anything that has alkaline, cancer can never dwell there. So as you begin to take this coffee, you are already 20 steps away from cancer. All right, and you can connect your social capital without convincing them yourself, and you earn bonuses for life. I'm going to be showing you how you can do that. All right, I'll be showing you how you can do that. Now, this is also for children. It boosts their immune system. All right, so instead of them taking all these sweets, all these consumable sweets that spoils their teeth or that is very bad for their health, they take this conveniently, and you can also connect your social capital and you earn bonuses for life without convincing them yourself. All right, now we also have this. This is the energy diffuser. This prevents radiation. As you pick your call every single day, there's what we call radiation. It emits from your phone every single day as you pick your call. And as time goes by, your brain, it begins to affect the brain. It can cause brain damage. It can cause brain cancer. All right, but this energy diffuser does the work of trapping all those electromagnetic waves. All right, and you can connect your social capital to this, and you earn bonuses for life without convincing them yourself. All right, so how do we connect people without convincing? I'm sure you are waiting for this part. How do you connect people without convincing and without selling products? Please follow me very closely so that you understand this part. All right, now you connect people by using the system. You save yourself the stress, the time, the energy, and the money, and you live your dreams. All right, so what is the system? We have what we call the contact recommendation. I'm sure everybody has contacts in their phone. Many persons have more than 200 contacts in their phone. All right. So those contacts, most of the time, they are not doing anything. The only thing you just do is connect and know what they are doing and many other things. All right. These are your social capital. So now you convert those social capital by doing what? Writing this contact. As soon as you connect, you write this contact, the name, the phone number, and what? The location. And what do? You send a very, very simple message, phone error message. It says here, hello, Tunde. How is everything? I recommended you to an NGO running a world campaign now in Nigeria. They might contact you for their business partnership in your state. Hope you're in town. Very simple. I'm sure anybody can send this message. Now, after doing that, a consultant picks this contact recommendation and gives them a call and invites them to see the opportunity. All right. And anybody who connects, you begin to earn from that. All right. Now, we also have another system called what? Called the online system, just like the system we are using right now. I'm sure there are some persons that are connecting from Lagos. Some persons are connecting from Enugu, from Abuja. So wherever you are connecting from, right here connecting to you from Ilorin, right? And we can all hear each other and we can all understand the message I'm passing across to us, right? This is another system. So distance is not a barrier at all, all right? We also have another system called what? The home and the office launch, all right? Now, this office launch, as soon as you connect, you can get your friends, gather your friends to launch your business, because any business that is started is always definitely launched, right? You have to launch your business. And as soon as you do that, you get a consultant who is going to be showing them the opportunity, and you connect through that process, all right? So how do we generate money? We generate money in 5 different ways, all right? We generate money in 5 different ways, which is the direct connectors bonus, matching bonus, uni-level bonus, step bonus, and UPP bonus. So because of time, I'm going to be explaining just 2, which is the direct and the matching bonus, all right? Follow me closely because this is where the money is. I want you to follow me very closely. Now, the first way is what? The direct connectors bonus, all right? The direct connectors bonus. Now, as soon as you connect to any of those portfolios that was shown to you, let's say, for instance, you connect with the access pack, all right? You earn what? 5,000 Naira instantly for connecting any of your contacts just by following our system, all right? I told you we have what? The contact recommendation. Now, if you follow that contact recommendation judiciously, you can get, definitely, you will always get one person who is going to connect lowest, all right? And they are going to be getting what? 5,000 Naira direct connectors bonus by doing that. Now, for 50 persons who decide to connect, how much is this? This is 250,000 Naira instantly. All right. There are a lot of persons who are looking for a job worth 30,000 Naira. They didn't even get. But you can connect with using our system and you earn this without convincing anybody yourself. And you earn that bonuses for life. All right. Now, we also have the entry bus pack of what? The 79,990. Now, for you to connect any contact, anybody from your contact recommendation or any of the system, as soon as you connect anyone, you earn what? 20,000 Naira direct connectors bonus. All right. Now, for you to connect what? 50 persons from your contact recommendation using our system, you're going to be earning a whopping sum of 1 million Naira instantly. Is this good or very good? I need a response from the comment section. Is this good or very good? I need a response. Is this good or very good? I don't think there are some directors that are even earning up to 1 million Naira. I'm not even sure there are some that are earning up to 500,000. All right, this is very good. Yes, this is very, very good. All right. So now we also have the new verse pack of the 129,990. Now, as soon as you connect to your social capital using our system, you earn what? 30,000 Naira direct connectors bonus. And for you to connect 50 of your social capitals using our system, you're going to be earning a whopping sum of 1.5 million Naira instantly. All right, without convincing. All right, so you can see my screen and you can hear me loud and clear. Please, I need you to respond with 1 on the comment section. All right, you can see my screen and you can hear me. Type 1 on the comment section, please, so I proceed. Okay, all right. All right, so let's proceed. Let's proceed. All right, so now, like I said, we have the DigiVerse flight pack of the DigiVerse flight pack of the 499,990. All right. For any of your social capital who earn a whopping sum of 100,000 Naira direct connectors bonus, and for 50 of your contacts who decides to connect using our system, you earn a whopping sum of 5 million Naira. I'm sure a lot of persons will feel this is impossible, but this is happening. It's not even impossible, it's happening. All right. There are a lot of persons, partners earning this amount of money. They cannot come and show you what they are earning. The only thing they can show you is what? Secret of how they are earning. All right, that is the only thing they can show you. Now, we also have the second way of earning, which is the matching bonus. Now, if you have not been concentrating, I want you to concentrate now, all right? Because this is where the leverage system is. Please focus on what you're about to see right now, okay? So let's say, for instance, you get started with the 49,990 package, all right, which is the access pack. As soon as you connect, the system divides you into 2. We have the left-hand side and the right-hand side, all right? Now, from your contact recommendation, definitely you're going to be using a system called the contact recommendation. All right. From your contact recommendation, let's say Ada decides to connect and Bola decides to connect. All right. Now, these guys, as they connect, you earn what? 5,000 direct connectors bonus. Now, the company says that because of the activities in your left-hand side and the right-hand side, all right, they are not going to leave you alone. Yeah, you've already earned something, but you're still going to be earning another whooping sum of 7,000 naira matching bonus. All right. Now, these guys do the same thing, Bola and Ada, because they also have their contacts, right? They use the contact recommendation system or any of the system available. And Ada connects Chidi and Dan, all right? And Bola also connects Enyo and Fanny. Now, you only know Ada and Bola. You don't know Chidi, Dan, Enyo and Fanny. So, but the company does not, the organization does not leave you alone. They say because you brought all this set of persons, right? You are still going to be earning under 7,000 from Dan and Enyo and 7,000 from Chidi and Fanny. Now, this procedure continues because definitely everybody have contacts. Every single person has at least 50 contacts in their phone, right? And this continues. Now, you can see the earning power. Now, from the beginning, you notice something here. You notice that the first earning was 7,000 naira, right? Now, the second earning is what? The second earning is 7,000 naira in 2 places. And the third earning is what? 7,000 naira in 4 places. Now, what will be the next earning? The next earning will be 7,000 naira in 8 places. And this is how this will continue. What is that? That is a leverage system. All right? That is a duplicating system. That is a duplicating system. All right? Now, for one profit center, you can earn the maximum of 168,000 naira for one profit center. All right? That is the maximum you can earn per day in this organization. Can you imagine you starting a business of 49,990 and you can earn about 168,000 naira in a day from this organization? All right? Now, this is the summary of a profit center. All right? Let's say you started with 49,990, which is the access pack. All right? Now, on a 10% success rate, you are eligible to go home with what? 16,800 naira. And on a monthly basis, you are eligible to go home with what? 520,000 naira. So you are eligible to go home with what? 520,000 naira per month. And on 3 profit center, let's say you started with 3 profit center, that is 3 accounts, right? Let's say, for instance, you have like 3 shops in 3 different markets selling the same thing, the same products, all right? And I have 1 shop. Who makes more money? The person that has 3 shops makes more money, right? So that is how it looks here. Now, you have 3 profit centers, and on the 3 profit centers, you are eligible to earn 168,000 naira each on every single profit center per day. And on a 10% success rate, you can walk away with 50,400 naira. And on a monthly basis, you walk away with what? 1.5 million naira. Is this good or very good? This is very, very good. All right? This is very, very good. Now, on also the 5 profit center, this also goes with the 5 profit center because you can earn 168,000 naira in 5 places on a daily basis. All right? And the summary is on a monthly basis, you can go home with what? 25.2 million naira. And on a 10% success rate, you go home with what? 2.5 million naira. This is very good. All right? This is very good. And you also have the liberty to travel around the world, all expense paid trip. You don't have to take anything along. The only thing you just need to do is what? Carry your bag. Everything is going to be sorted out for you. All right? And that is the lifestyle everyone wants. We all promise what? We promise what? The time freedom, financial freedom, and the health freedom. So we partner with the Ego Block. We partner with the Ego Block. All right? We partner with the Ego Block, and these guys construct and mount your house, and you qualify to pack into your home within a month. All right? And your payment will be deducted little by little with no bulk or large payments. All right? Yes. Yes, you can't have this advantage in this connected economy. Now, after connecting, what next? After connecting, what next? A training is going to be organized for you, which is the initial planning orientation. All right. Now, this training helps you to plan your business based on the capital you want to generate within the first quarter of joining the ED 3.0 campaign. All right. Yes. And after connecting, a DTC tracking center is open for you. Now, you can see somebody's tracking center. This is Uchenna. He has about 8 profit center here. And on his first profit center, he has about 1 point something million. The second one, he has about 38,000. And this goes on down to the last. All right. So you can monitor all your profit centers in one place. All right. So why are we succeeding where others have failed? Why are we always succeeding? We started 2016, right? And this organization has been in existence since 2018, since for 18 years now. It has been in existence, all right? And it has been in existence in Nigeria for 10 years now, all right? So why are we still succeeding? Because there is no monthly compulsory purchase, all right? And there's no target. There is no target. You do this at your own pace, and you can cash out every single day, and you own your own life system. And this is transferable to your children, all right? This is transferable to your children. You cannot transfer your certificate to your children, all right? You can't transfer. So you can't transfer your certificate to your children. So, but you can transfer this to your children. And there's no selling required. There's no selling required. And we have physical presence all over Nigeria. About 600 offices in Nigeria. And we pay our tax duly. I showed you our registration, all right, with the federal government. So we don't have any issues with the federal government, all right? Now, these are companies we are partnered with. We are partnered with the Nature's Way. We are partnered with this GSM, Welder, EcoBlock, and also we are powered by EcoBank and Access Bank, all right, and also Sun. Now, these are some distributors. I want you to hear this man. His name is Festus Nwosu. He was a roadside mechanic. I want you to listen to him.
I was a mechanic by profession, but a friend invited me to this meeting. When I came, I saw amazing things. After 3 months of joining the business, something amazing happened to my life. For someone to start counting from 6 digits, it's not an easy something. Friends, what I want to tell us here is this. Somebody who comes from where I come from and start doing what I'm doing recently.
Understand that he doesn't really
why not?
Know how to speak that English fluently, but he's making the money, right? Now, within 3 months of engagement, he has been able to make a whole lot from that, all right? Now, we also have another example here. This is Dr. Elijah Mba, all right? He's a medical doctor working in Abuja at the National Hospital. And he also have other jobs apart from that job he's doing, all right? And this was just paying him enough to take care of himself and his family. All right. At some point, he almost had an accident. Why? Because he was working around the clock. He didn't even have time to rest. All right. And that was when he started thinking of another solution. And luckily for him, this opportunity came by to him. All right. And he got signed up, and he got started immediately because he didn't want to even waste time at all. Now, as soon as he connected and he started making some money. Right? He connected and started making some money. That same year, he was able to travel out of the country, all expense paid trip to Philippines. And while he came back, he saw amazing things. Before he came back, he saw a lot of things. And when he came back, what did he do? He resigned. He said, I'm not doing it again. Why is that? Because he has found something that is paying him far better than that job. All right? And we also have many other examples. Now, this is the transformation within just yeah. All right. Now, from when he was a doctor till now, right? Now we also have other examples here. This is Ambassador Mary Oko. She connected to this great opportunity as a youth, as a core member, right? Her aim was that she should just be making some extra money apart from her alawi, all right? That was her aim. But she never knew that this could actually be what would change a whole lot of things about her. And it actually started changing many things about her. Now, it's not only about her, it's also about the set of persons she was able to raise through this organization. All right? She was able to raise a whole lot of them. And you can see this.
Yes. This is the entourage of machines in Laguna,
right? She was able to touch her own car. Now, this is Engineer Austin. He has 4 children, and all his children are on scholarship, courtesy of this organization. All right? Yes. And this was some of his pay, January. This was in 2022, right? He was able to earn to some level, to a very high level. All right? And he was also able to he was also opportune to travel out of the country, all expense paid trip. This is what you can enjoy in this organization. All right, this is what you can enjoy in this organization. Now, we also have somebody here, Joy Uba. She connected as an undergraduate, and by the time she finished, she was able to give herself a bouncing baby Benz. All right, now it's not only about us, it's also about dignitaries who are partnered with us. I'm sure you recognize this man here. This is Olusegun Obasanjo. This is Goodluck Jonathan. We have many other highly placed dignitaries who are connected to this opportunity. Why? Because they saw the potentials in this opportunity and they never let it slide. All right, they never let it slide. Now, I said this is Joy Umba. All right, I spoke about her just now, and she connected as an undergraduate, and she was able to gift herself a bouncy baby Benz immediately after graduation. All right, now it's not only about them, it's also about me. I told you I connected, I saw this opportunity, and a lot of things started changing about me, right? When I connected, I started making some money to take care of myself and my siblings. All right, I started making that money. Now, why do this company pay all this money? How do they pay all this money? Are you sure it will not fold? How do they pay? Many of you might be asking that. All right, now, this is a normal chain of distribution, from the factory down to the national distributor, down to the wholesale shops, down to the retail and the final consumer, right? Yes. Now, these guys will produce, make a product, right? They move it to the national distributor. These guys will add their money and they move it to the wholesale shop. They will add their money, move it to the retail shop, and they'll add their money to you, who is the final consumer. All right? And they are the one that will be taking all the load and be paying all these set of persons. The manufacturer, it moves straight to what? The connector. Who is the connector? You and I. And from the connector, it moves straight to the consumer. Now, all this money that all those guys take in the center, it goes to you. All right? That is how we make our money. Now, I want you to note this. I want you to note this. There is no glory to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. There is no glory. All right? There is no glory. There is no glory. Now, 3 concerns you may have. Does this work? It actually works. Can I do it? Yes, you can do it. Everybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Will you help me? We are actually here to help you. All right? Because there's going to be a selection process for the mentorship. And it's only few set of persons that will be selected. And just keep praying that you'll be among those selected, because you'll also be helped. All right? You'll be helped. So how do you succeed as a connector? Decide to start immediately. And number 2, you get trained and mentored. And you use our system and you connect and we talk on your behalf. All right? You don't have to talk to anyone. You resist the temptation to talk to your friends until you are trained. All right? So you can't talk to anybody. What do you do if you want to connect anybody? You use our system. You can use the contact recommendation. You can use any of the system. But you are not allowed to talk to anybody until you are trained. All right? Because as soon as you connect, you get started with the training immediately. All right? Now, what do you stand to gain and what do you stand to lose? You actually stand to gain nothing. You stand to lose nothing. All right? You stand to lose nothing, but you stand to gain all this as soon as you make a decision. All right? You stand to gain all this. So what do you see? Do you see a cup half full or half empty? Do you see limitations or do you see opportunities? Do you say, I don't have the money? If you don't have the money, you find the money. If, for instance, I want to give you 2 million naira here in Ilorin, and you are living in Lagos, and you need to transport yourself, and your transport is what, 50,000 naira, and you have to find a way to get that transport. What will you do? You will find every way to get that money, because you know that you are definitely going to come and get that 2 million here, right? So you find a way. If you don't have any way, you find it. Now, do you say I cannot sell? Or do you say I don't have the time? We have 24 hours in a day. We have 7 hours for sleeping, hours for working, 8 hours. What do you use it for? All right? What do you see? Do you say I cannot sell? You don't have to sell anything. You say buy, use, and using a system. All right? So you are going to be using all these products. You are not going to be selling. All right? And you connect using our system. You say I cannot convince people. You don't have to convince. You still use our system. All right? You use the contact recommendation, the home launch, any of our systems available for you. All right? Now, do you see hard work or do you see leverage? Do you see hard work? A lot of Nigerians work very hard, but very few work smart. So you move from the category of working hard to working smart. All right. What do you do when your dream dies? What do you do when your dream dies? The lifestyle that you have now, is it the lifestyle you desire to live? What are those promises you made to yourself, your wife, your children, your family, your parents? Have you fulfilled any of them? God is giving you a privilege today because he is not finished with you. There's a reason why you are connected to this Zoom section now. There are many other persons that could be privileged to connect today, but they are not. All right? You are connecting today because God is not finished with you. All right? Think about that. So now the key to getting success is what? Is in getting started. Like I said, the principles of wealth creation is what? Decision making. So whether you make a decision today or not, definitely you are still going to meet it in the front. So everybody is guided by the decision they make. So what decision are you ready to make for yourself? All right? What decision are you ready to make for yourself? Now we are going to be going into the selection process, and I'm going to be calling on the person I respect so much. The person I so much respect. In the name of Ambassador Mary Oko. She's going to be selecting some persons here today. All right? And I hope and I pray that you are one of those selected today. Please, I want you to go over to the chat handle and give her a love emoji. Go over to the chat handle and give her all your love emoji while she comes on stage. If you don't do that, she's not coming on stage. All right? If you don't do that, she is not coming on stage. If you don't do that, she is not coming on stage. Very good. Give her all the emoji you have at your disposal. Give her all the emoji you have at your disposal. All right? All right? Keep doing that. Keep doing that. She'll be on stage shortly. All right? Keep doing that. She'll be on stage shortly. Keep doing that. She'll be on stage shortly. And keep praying that you'll be among those selected. Keep praying that you'll be among those selected. Just keep praying that you'll be among those selected.
All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you so much. Good evening, Engineer Mo. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. If you can hear me clearly, you can see me, kindly indicate right on the comment section. If you can hear me clearly, just type it's time. Just type it's time. If you can hear me clearly and you can see me, type on the comment section, it's time. Love it, Patrick, it's time. Chidiogo, awesome. Ruth, chocolate, oh my goodness, I can see amazing ones. Thank you so much. All right, so thank you so much, Engineer Mo, for this plan. That's really limited a lot of persons. I'm going to just share a little bit about myself. I know he said something about it, but I'll talk more about myself because when God uses gifts, when God uses some things that you never believed was going to be a way to liberate yourself, then I just pray God opens your eyes to see what I saw. For me, I connected to this project when I was still working as a copper. I was serving, and before that, I was really in debt. I was owing so much because the income I was earning then was just 25,000 naira. And from where I came from, I discovered that if I finish service, I am not going to go back to where I was coming from. Because imagine coming to Abuja to serve. That is mostly the place people want to serve. And going back to where you are coming from, you know that it doesn't gel, it doesn't match. So you're going to do all it takes to know how you can be able to be retained where you were serving. So my strategy for that was for me to work so hard to become the best copper. That was my strategy, to become the best copper. But unfortunately, I was the best copper, but I was not retained where I was serving. So that led into another depression that began to set in for me. When I discovered that I was not going to be retained, I discovered that 4 or 5 months before I will finish my service. Because I've been working so hard, I felt working so hard will give me more chances to be the best copper, and then any opportunity that comes to the school, I will be the first person to be called. But when I was getting done with my service, I did an analysis, and I would love us to do such things wherever we are working, because I think so many persons are also running that way, thinking, okay, let me be the best person here. But the truth is, when it's not your work, when it's not your business, when it's on someone's own, the person can decide to sack you anytime, any day. Do you understand? So for me, I sat down and I discovered something. People that were best persons or best copper were not retained where I was serving. So what means is that if I become the best copper, I'll be the best person ever, in my set, I will not be retained. And how much was I even begging for? How much was I even begging for? 25,000 naira. At least let me be there, and within a short time, I can get a federal job and then enter there fully. And I still discovered that people that were telling, let me just be here. They are still there till when I was still 7. And when I asked them, they said they have been there for 3 years, 2 years, 4 years. And I asked myself, so what that means, if I say let me remain here, I might turn out to be here, and I will spend 4 years without knowing. Right? Without knowing, except if I'm there and my husband comes and then I get married to the person, that is the only way I can live there. But guess what? Life was not that way. Well, it wasn't that way for me. So I began to ask God, please, I don't know what's going to happen, but this is not the life I planned for. This is not the life I gave for my life, for myself. I'm not ready to go back where I was coming from. I'm not ready to also live below the life you gave me to live. You created me to live, because He created us to live in abundance. But guess what? I was living the opposite of what God created us to be. So that was when I was telling God, and guess what? A friend of mine recommended me. He sent an SMS to me. I don't know how you were invited, but I would love you to type on the comment section. How were you connected to be in this Zoom session? How were you connected to be in this Zoom session? Write it on the comment section. While I was still going through that, I was going to work with pain. I was going to work because the pressure was setting in daily. I couldn't even figure out what my life would be after service. Guess what happened? Okay, Chinjogo said physically somebody recommended me. Awesome. So that means it's something anybody can do. So I decided to go. I saw the amazing opportunity. That was in our headquarters in Abuja. And that was when I saw 3 things that made sense to me, irrespective of my previous life that I've actually done things like that and I failed woefully. But I saw 3 things that made me to say yes again to my dreams. One, I saw a place that I don't need to go and start selling products. Okay, I was so that the product I'm going to be getting from a business I'm connecting will be used. I should be using it for my personal consumption. I can give to my parents. I can give to my loved ones. And that period, that my father had partial stroke, so everything was just on me. So many pressure for my parents and all that. So I had to say, oh, I've seen the means of sending products to my parents. Right? And the thing, that's what the product was amazing for him. Now, secondly, I saw a place I don't need to go and start convincing people. Just like I asked you, so many of us have a lot of contacts. If you have a lot of contacts, post on the comment section. How many contacts do you have in your phone? How many contacts do you have in your phone? Because when I discovered that I had money in my phone without having cash, was when I discovered the number of persons I had in my phone, the kind of caliber of people I had in my phone. And guess what? The opening was I understood how I can build a business with people I knew as well without going to beg them. Chidiogo said 600 and something, more than 300. Wonderful. I don't need to go and start begging them for money, but I have value. I have a business they can do. They can decide to switch the things they use on a daily basis, and they can make the income for themselves. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The last one I saw was mentorship. If you have been following me to this extent, just type mentorship on the comment section. If you have been following me to this extent, just type mentorship on the comment section. I saw mentorship. I saw a place I will be held by the hand because I have failed previously. I didn't want to use my ear to hear anything about this kind of business in my life. But when I heard that there are people that are going to work with you to guide you on how you can be able to achieve the success that is required for you to have in this kind of business, guess what happened to me? I was open for mentorship. I was open to be led. I was open to be used, to be guided, to be helped using this system. And guess what, gentlemen? That was how my journey through this business changed. That was how my cry for money changed as well. That was how I moved from a broke copper who was just earning 25,000 naira. Remaining 4 months before I finished my service, I was asking myself, after this service, why am I going to be getting an income of 25,000 naira? That's not even enough for me. That was how my story began to change, because I decided to utilize, even while I was working, I decided to devote little time for myself to build a business I will lean on, whether I'm sacked today or I'm sacked tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I moved from being a broke copper, I became an Amazon ambassador, I became an elite global ambassador, and guess what? I took this amazing opportunity. I've been able to travel around the world, different places in the world, over 4 places in the world, as that today, and I became mentor to a lot of persons. Now, if you are here listening to the sound of my voice, I have few things to share with you. I will be selecting few men and women who are ready to change their story as well. Because guess what? This period is a period where you need to decide what to do to add up to whatever thing you are doing in your life. I had an encounter with the economic designer plan project, and I made a decision to change my story, a decision to say enough, a decision to pick up my finance and take charge of it without someone determining what I want to earn. And I secured the best mentorship. Irrespective of your interest, if you are not mentored by the best friend, ladies and gentlemen, so sorry, you might not be able to get the results you want to. Imagine trying to go to medical school without going to school. You want to become something without having the brain, without being guided. You know what you're going to turn out to be. That is the disaster you're going to cause in the society. Now look at me when I was still serving. Then you could see how I was looking so amazing, right? And I was holding that paper, being excited because I knew that a time will come, I would not have to use that paper to search for a job in this country. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, I began to grow. I was able to have an encounter with our mastermind, Ambassador Dr. Elijah. That is me as well. With him, you could discover so many changes that have occurred in my life with the person speaking to you here and the person standing there. You could see amazing persons that we also recognize, that we also seeing from this platform. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I met men and women. I met women who are also crazy that want to make their life better. I thought to a job for men. I said, no, I met women that still have dreams to become a better mother, to become a better wife, to become a better daughter to their family. And guess what? They don't need to compromise. And I said, I'm ready to work with you all. It's an amazing journey to go together as women, right? And it's an amazing journey to build wealth for yourself and become a woman that can provide, that can support us, that can at least give something to the family. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, I had my first trip outside this continent. It was so fun going with my mentor and other amazing men and women. Who said trip is not fine? Who said free trip is not good? Who said so? Imagine telling you to just carry your bag, let's be going. You want to have that kind of trip, right? Right? And guess what? 3 years of running through this project, I got something amazing for myself just to appreciate the effort I've given to myself, right? And I got a JLK 350, all thanks to God. I invited my mom all the way from the East to experience this car launch. And it was so amazing as well, because the joy that came from her was something I can't even buy with money, but it's something I can buy with the effort the daughter has put in and the effort she has seen physically, not just by words. Right? Now, ask yourself this question. What you've been giving to your parents, are you utilizing those things now? So tell yourself it's time for you to change. It's time for you to move yourself. It's time for you to keep the blame game and start working things for yourself. I had you before, and let me ask you, please, which of these pictures is better? Which of the pictures? Is it the one by your left or the one by your right? Which of the picture is fine? The one by your left or the one by your right? Which of them do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if I'm still with you guys are still with me. Which of the pictures you prefer chocolates? Which of the pictures you prefer chijogo? The one by your left or the one by your right? Type on the comment section. Of course, the one by your right is better. True or true? The one by your right is better. Everybody wants to go in. Now let me ask us this thing. I'm not really going in details because of time, okay? So let me go straight into the categories of mentors that can work with you. Engineer Moses has said so much about this. Now we have different categories of leaders. Of course, we are running with a vision of the C2FG. And of course, the business we do and a business of mentorship and a business of changing people's capacity and a business of helping people to achieve their dreams. But let me share this as well, ladies and gentlemen. There are different categories of mentors. Irrespective of having mentors, you are mentored by the global leaders and the mentorship by the mastermind. Who are these persons? Who are these persons? The mentorship by the global leader, if you have to be mentored by a global leader, in the next 12 to 18 months, the goal is to work with you. In the next 12 to 18 months, you'd have made about $1 million for yourself in a business you connected, right? Now, if you're being mentored by the mastermind, in the next 6 to 8 months, you'd have made over $2 million from a business you connected. So what that means, within your first 3 to 6 weeks, you'd have made some amount of money because you are worked with and you are being guided on what to do in a shortest period of time. So I want you to type on the comment section, Timothy and other persons in the house. If you are given the opportunity to choose who will mentor you in this amazing platform, give me a comment on the comment section and let me know who really wants to mentor you through. Is it a mastermind or the global leader? Type on the comment section. I'm going to repeat it again. If you didn't hear me from we say. Now we have two different categories of mentors that can work with you. We have the mentorship by the mastermind and the mentorship by the global leader. If you're being mentored by the global leader, in the next 12 to 18 months, the goal is to work with you how you can be able to hit at least minimum of 3 million naira from a business you connected. You'll be shown on the way to do that and the plans on how to hit it. Right? Now, if you're being mentored by the mastermind, it's going to be taking you 6 to 8 months on how you can be able to hit at least 3 million naira for yourself. Now, what that means as well is within your first 3 to 6 weeks, you have made over 100K and above. Right? You have made over 100,000 naira and above in the business you connected. So let me know in the comment section if you are given the opportunity to choose who will mentor you. So Chedago said mastermind though. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to go shortly and share with you on some benefits you're going to be getting for yourself. Some men that understood what mentorship is, they paid heavily for it. $4.5 million just to have a lunch from a buffet from son Justin, okay? Our president, Ambassador Michael Okoli, paid $250,000 just to have sessions with some persons like Tony Robbins, Matt Lewis. These guys are billionaires in dollars. Now, let me make an offer to you. Do I make an offer to you? Then I can offer to you from the masterminds of, okay? Now, the products you're going to be getting for yourself that worth about 5,000 naira for your personal consumption, okay? And you're also going to be getting your distributor tracking center. You can use this to check your business anytime, anywhere, any day. As far as you have your username and password, you can check your business with those rightful words, password and username, okay? And guess what? You're also going to be having some trainings on how to utilize the social media handle, because that is where the world has gone into. If you don't know how to bring your business into the world, then guess what? You'll be outside it, okay? And it was about 100,000 naira. Now, all these things are guaranteed, but here's some other things you're going to be getting, which are amazing. They're going to be having access to what? An all expenses paid trip multiple times yearly. You're also going to be having access to our housing scheme. Our housing scheme as well. Engineer Moses talked about it. And guess what? For the mastermind category, these are our mastermind. I'm so opportunity to have this man. I'm also Dr. Naija. For those that are going to be enrolling into the mastermind category, this is our mastermind, and that is the person that works with me and works with a lot of persons as well. So for those that are ready to move themselves to the category of the mastermind, type in the comment section, select me. Go right in the comment section and type select me. Go right in the comment section and type select me. Oh my goodness. Who are the ladies and gentlemen in the house today? Go right on the comment section and type select me. Am I having some persons in the house? Do I have ladies and gentlemen who are ready to create changes for themselves? Do I have men and women who said enough of someone determining things? I want to really take charge a little and I grow from there. If I have such persons in the house, go right on the comment section and type what I'm talking about. Go right on the comment section and type select me, because a closed mouth is a closed destiny. If you keep your mouth shut, sorry, I will not see what is in your heart. And God has told you to say what you want and you'll get it. Guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? As Engineer Moses was talking, I had to ask our mastermind, what and who are the persons you want to select? But unfortunately, he told me that he just wants to select just 3 persons from this session. I don't know how it's going to happen. But for those that keep you quiet, I don't know where you're going to fall in. Now, have you ever looked at the mirror and thought to yourself, I should be further ahead in life? Where I am today is not where I should be. Like, you know in your mind, in your heart, this is not where I should be. You know right in your heart, apart from economy has changed, the economy is cutting us up and down, you just know that this is not the life you should live. When the economy is going up and down, you will know that there are people that are not even feel about this thing, right? But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You can also fall into that category. You can also say in the next 6 years, in the next 3 years, in the next 4 years, you will have a different story to share for yourself. Now, these are few men and women who took the charge, who took the bold step to create the changes for themselves. These are men that are making over 1 million naira right now. Okay? Now, you could see some of them as well, even in lockdown, some secrets, some persons that were making money even while people were complaining during lockdown. People were still making money. That was in August 2020. And all that. Now, the total value for the mastermind mentorship was over 2.5 million naira. So what that means, for you to get mentored by the mastermind, you have to pay 2.5 million naira to be mentored by the mastermind. So the first 3 persons that secure their slots will not have to pay for this, because The mastermind have decided to forfeit 2.5 million naira you would have paid and decided to give a free mentorship for the next 6 to 8 months. So for those dealing with the mentorship of the mastermind, we will not be paying for their mentorship. What that means, they are not going to be paying 2.5 million naira. You know what it is right now? This is over $2,000, right? This is over $2,000. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just super excited for those men and women who have decided to create the changes of their life. Now, who are these persons I'm going to be selecting? You're going to choose yourself by yourself, okay? So you're going to choose any of the categories you want to select for yourself. You could see them clearly on my screen. Now, right now you're on promo. The cost price is different. The promo price is different. Very soon, this promo price will be off and the cost price will be on. So for those that really want to get themselves into the best mentorship and they will not need to pay for their mentorship session, what that means, they are selecting any of these categories that I'm seeing on my screen. So what you need to do for yourself, go ahead on the comment section and type on the comment section the category you want to go in. If it's the access pack, write access pack. If it's the entry verse, write entry verse. If it's the associate pack, write associate pack. If it's the tutorial verse, if it's the mega verse, if it's the teacher verse, type it on the comment section. For the first 3 ladies and gentlemen in the house, for the first 3 persons that are ready to get themselves started with any of the categories, type the category you want to fall into on the comment section. Lovett Patrick said access pack. Keep typing on the comment section. Which of the categories do you intend to fall in? Chidiogo said access pack. All right, and keep typing on the comment section. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be asking us or sharing something to us, okay? So for the first 3 sets of persons that are ready to get themselves started, for those that are ready to make their payment to the company's account that we sharing on my screen, will be the ones that will be getting on with the category I'm talking about. Will be the ones that will be getting on with the category I'm going to be talking about, okay? So for the first person that ready to make their payment to the company's account, either to Access Bank or Zenith Bank, what do you need to do? Screenshot these details ASAP, and once you made your payment to the company's account, you are using your mobile app, please. Do not use USSD code, okay? Once you make your payment to the company's account, you are sending your name, your reservation code, which everybody listening to the sound of my voice have, and your payment details, which is your receipt you have generated from your app. Once you've made your payment, you are sending those details to the number you are seeing on my screen, 0706053204. Okay, so what do you need to do? Screenshot these details so that you don't need to ask questions. For the first 2 ladies and gentlemen who are ready to get themselves started with any of these categories, will be getting themselves the slots, the free mentorship for the next 6 to 8 months. All right, the free mentorship for the next 6 to 8 months. So are you ready to get yourself out from there? Are you ready to get yourself out from there? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to get yourself out from there? Lovett Patrick, Chidiogo, Rose Okpara, where are you falling in? All right, Timothy or Matule, where are you falling in? All right, so once you make your payment, please, if you have screenshotted this, just type down on the comment section. If you have screenshotted this, just type down on the comment section. If you have screenshotted this, just type down on the comment section. If you have screenshotted this, just type down on the comment section. Let me know, please, before I go ahead. All right, so once you make your payment to the company's account, kindly update on the comment section. You come back to the comment section and type done. You come back to the comment section and type done, okay? You come back to the comment section and type done. All right. Now I'm going to be sharing this shortly. Okay, Chidiogo said I've screenshotted is awesome. So Chidiogo, once you make your payment to the company's account, let me know in the comment section so that we'll be sure. I believe you have the number as well. Let me know in the comment section. So while you are doing that, let me share with you what Steve said about taking chances in life.
You have to take chances in life. If you don't take chances in life, you'll never have the life God has for you. Life is about risk. If you play it safe in life, you ain't gonna have much of a life. If you play it safe, you won't have much of a life. Life is risk. It takes courage.
Life is risk. It takes courage for one to move himself. It takes courage. Life is risk generally. It takes courage for one to change their story. Missy Melda was an Ugu seller. Why would a fine lady like this be an Ugu seller? Because she didn't want to compromise. She didn't want to go against what life should start regretting in life. She lost her mom when she just got admission. Her mom turned out to become the breadwinner in the family because her father became a retiree. And you know how much retirees are being paid every month. So losing her mom was like losing someone that would have helped her to get on into her business, into her schooling. That was when her father told her that, hey, I don't have the money to train you all. Go and look for a skill to learn. But she took and asked herself, schooling was the goal. Then I need to go to school. And the father said, if you want to go to school, you are on your own. Just imagine that kind of word coming from your father. Because he knows that he cannot be able to sustain the fee. He's not able to sustain giving money to go to school. This lady had to pick up her trade. This lady had to pick up herself and came back to Abuja. Had to pick up the tray of her mom to go to the Utako market in Abuja to start selling ugu. Why? Because she believed there's dignity in labor. Fortunately, her self-esteem, everything had to get lowered. She couldn't even start thinking of life in a different angle, if not to hustle. Fortunately, she got a job later on after working in a menial jobs, with menial jobs, different places, worked as a paint seller, worked in different places. And guess what? Somebody connected that she was able to get a job where she was being paid success salary of 83,000 naira. That was not even enough. She had to keep sending money to her parents, to her father and her siblings, taking care of some of them. Fortunately, what happened? She got connected to this project. And just a few months of running with this project, she was able to make close to 1 million naira for herself. Because of what? Because of mentorship. And today, the same ugu seller, today travels around the world. The same ugu seller have decided to change the course of her life. The same ugu seller is living life in her own terms. The same ugu seller has changed her story. Let me share with you, ladies and gentlemen. This was an event we had. This was a trip we had in Dubai, Nairobi, Kenya, rather. It was in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. And it was so amazing because you could not even see that this lady that couldn't afford life for herself, this lady that was struggling in school, can decide the place she wants to be, can decide to come out from a particular location. This is when we came back from Nairobi, and so just so fun. So just so emotional because knowing where you are coming from, and knowing that this is not the life you can live, but something just happened that changed it for you is what is possible. What do you think is not possible for you? Where do you think is not possible for you to get in life? What do you think is not possible because you're not coming from a wealthy family, so it's not for you? Let me shock you, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you're coming from is not your fault, but where you end up to be, it is your fault. Where you end up to reside for the rest of your life, it is your fault because you never decided. The same opportunity that came to you that came to you right now once came to your parents beforehand, and they couldn't even factor it. And guess what? They were not where they wanted to be. But today, it has come to you in your own platter. It has come to you on a platter of gold. What are you ready to do? Is it to forfeit 2.5 million naira or to decide to forfeit 50,000 naira, which is the least amount of money, and get yourself mentored and get yourself groomed to a different angle? Where do you want to be? What level do you want to get into? What kind of level do you want to give to your kids? What kind of level do you want to give to your unborn children? What kind of level do you want to give to your family, to your father, to your mother? Ask yourself those questions. And guess what? You need to know that every success starts with a decision to get started. Are you ready to get yourself out from that trap? Are you ready to get yourself out from that trap? Now, if you're here in this session, you've not been able to get yourself into a particular category. Probably something is happening to you. Something happened and like that, but you couldn't get yourself into a category. I'm going to share something on the comment section, which is a number. I'm going to be sending hi for the first two persons I'm going to be sending hi to this number. I'll be telling them what to do. All right. For the first two persons I'm going to be sending hi to this number, I'll be telling them what to do. Do not send hi via text. Send hi to the number via WhatsApp. Send hi to the number via WhatsApp. Okay. Now pay close attention to this man. We all know him as well, the CEO of Facebook. All right. Listen to what he said and understand something about the wealthy ones.
I don't know how to build a dam. I don't know how to get 1 million people involved in anything. Well, let me tell you a secret. No one does when they begin. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started.
Please, anyone sending hi, should send hi to the number via WhatsApp, not normal text. Send hi to the number via WhatsApp, not normal text. Okay? Send hi to the number via WhatsApp, not normal text. Send hi to the number via WhatsApp, not normal text.